We talk restart plans and new paradigms in learning with Dr. Marion Smith Jr. of Summit Schools. Phil Lindeman, Krystal, 93 News. First, high school football, volleyball, boys soccer, and mountain bike seasons are all delayed under CHSA's COVID calendar, leaving golf and cross country as the only sports in Summit this fall.
So happy. We're just so up in the air about everything, so we're just thrilled that we have a chance for our athletes to have a season, even if it's a little bit shorter.
That was Heather Quarantillo, head coach for Summit High Cross Country. Her team opens practice 1 week from today with 9 races instead of 10 and no guidance yet on team size.
We have been preparing, just like we were going to have a regular season.
Ryan Scholl, new head coach for the golf program, is a 2-time All-American collegiate golfer, filling big shoes left by longtime head coach Gary Sorensen.
A lot to build on from last year. Coach Gary did a great job, and I'm just excited to take the program over and see what comes.
The Tigers lose their home practice course this year with Keystone Ranch closed, but Scholl says Keystone River, Copper, and Breck are willing to fill in.
2020 will be an exciting season for the Tigers, and it's great to get the kids out and doing something. It's been such a challenging year.
First golf tournament is likely next week. First cross-country meet is August 21st. Tucked behind Dillon Valley Elementary School, bordered by chicken wire and chain link, a small community garden is feeding hundreds of locals this summer.
Everything that we grow at the Dillon Valley Elementary School garden goes to low-income families in our community.
That was Whitney Horner with Summit County's Grow to Share program. When families come to her garden, they get all of this.
Swiss chard, salad turnips, radishes, a salad mix, a sauté mix, mint, garlic scapes, basil, kale, spinach, cilantro.
And when they return, she loves hearing this.
One of the best reactions was it was 2-year-old approved, and the 2-year-old asked for seconds.
Horner is a dietitian with Summit Public Health, the same department now synonymous with COVID. But Grow to Share was here long before the pandemic.
We're really looking at family nutrition, but kind of honing in on how do we get kids involved. And again, that's been a cornerstone to the program, is getting kids into the garden.
Grow to Share gets funding from the FERC and High Country Conservation Center. Marketing Manager Lisa Hankey.
This program is just one piece of conserving our resources. What goes on into creating our food besides the water, the transportation, the packaging, all that stuff has a footprint.
The garden serves upwards of 250 families through food and education.
When we gave the food out, we would be sitting down with the families individually and actually telling them how to use the food.
Learn more about Grow to Share and community gardens countywide at highcountryconservation.org. This week on the State of Summit, our exclusive interview with new Summit Schools Superintendent Dr. Marion Smith Jr.
COVID is giving us an opportunity to really fundamentally rethink what we knew to be true about learning and teaching, and to really delve into shifting our paradigm about what do we need to do.
That was Dr. Smith explaining the scary proposition of school in 2020, virtual some days, in-person others. But he believes this is the best form of learning, not simply a bandage.
I wouldn't say that COVID is our excuse or that COVID is our rationale. It is just really focusing on what the data has revealed for us, looking at achievement data of our scholars over the last 10 years in the district specifically, that there are certain students that may not be receiving the targeted support, or they may not be achieving at the levels that we know that they can.
He knows this new approach makes parents nervous, so he explains there is a difference between crisis learning from spring and the district's careful research model this fall.
This is a true paradigm shift. I've only known school since its inception to be brick and mortar, and over time that has shifted because best practices that we know right now have allowed for us to understand that we must be able to focus on instructing and learning and teaching with the people that are in front of us. And so how do we do that in different ways?
All he asks?
Acknowledging that we don't have all the answers, but we're willing to stand in a space of collaboration, and we're also ready and stand ready to pivot as needed based on that public health guidance of transitioning from in-person to hybrid to full remote.
Tune in again next Wednesday for The State of Summit on Krystal 93. In sports, the Nuggets are playing the Spurs right now, and the Avalanche just tipped off against the Stars. The Rockies play the Giants at 6:40. And in local sports, brought to you by American Family Insurance, the Weiss Agency, next race in the Summit Trail Running Series opens today, starting now at Baker's Tank near Breck, and you have until Friday at noon to record your time on short and long courses. Get your details at BreckenridgeRecreation.com. Phil Lindeman, Krystal, 93 News.